Hello, I'm Ethan with Weavix, and today we're going to do a quick walkthrough of the Walt Smart Radio's features, as well as touch on the mobile app and the console. So to get things kicked off, let's start this like any regular shift. I'll take my facility badge, grab a Walt Smart Radio off of the powering station, touch it to the back, enter in my PIN, and now we are off to the races. So the cool part about being able to badge in is that you can grab any different Walt off of the power station and your profile automatically propagates all of your data, your information, your language settings, everything. Now that we're logged into the Walt, you can see that my profile has several different channels in it. These channels can consist of individual channels one-on-one with coworkers, group channels based upon geofencing, group channels based upon the job title. So like say there's a spill somewhere, I can send a message directly to sanitary to identify that issue. Or a line is down, I can send a message directly to maintenance. So to show how easy it can be, I'm gonna ping a coworker of mine down in Texas right now from Kansas. Hey Eric, how's the weather down there in Texas today?
Ethan, it is beautiful and sunny as always.
That was quick. Fantastic, man. Appreciate you. And just like that, you can ping anybody anywhere, anytime that you need. Thanks to the global directory and the way we set up channels. Now I want to show you what is arguably our most powerful and our most beloved feature, and that is language translation. So to show this thing off, I'm going to call my boy Dan, who speaks Swahili. And you're going to see this little conversation between an English speaker and a Swahili speaker. Good morning, Dan. How's your day going?
My day is great. When will you arrive?
I should be there here later this week, bro. Thank you. So just to prove that I'm not full of it, I'm going to show you guys both of the conversations on both respective Walts. So here I have Dan's Walt, or with a Walt with his profile logged in, and I can show you the messages between each other to show off just how powerful our AI translation tool is. So again, here was my original message.
Good morning, Dan. How's your day going?
And this is what he received on his end.
Habari za asubuhi Dan. Siku yako inaendeleaje?
And he had responded to me saying, my day is great, when will you arrive? And this is what he said into his Walt.
Siku yangu ni nzuri. Utafika wakati gani?
So we've gone over the ease of badging in, the variety of different channels we can have, push to talk, our powerful tool of language translation. But what good is language translation if you don't know how to articulate or convey what it is that you have an issue with? For example, like I work on a line all day, every day, and a belt falls off the line. The line shut down. How do I convey to maintenance what belt it is if I don't even know? Well, that's where our very powerful tool of picture and video messaging comes in. So for this example, since I don't have a line and a down belt to send, I'm going to send Rico down in Texas a unsolicited selfie. So you can see I have it set here on the front camera. And picture sent. And we'll see if Eric down in Texas enjoys the photo.
My man.
Again, this was just a photo example, but you can send videos as well. Now for the last feature I want to cover real quick on the Walt, we have a mass alert system that can be pushed out to all Walts, either across the whole facility or in geofenced areas. But it also has a feature on each individual Walt of a man down button. So if you happen to be in an area of a plant where there's not a lot of traffic, there's not a lot of people around, and you happen to fall or you're having a heart attack, you can press and hold down the top button here. It's our SOS man down button.
Sending SOS in 3, 2, 1.
And that's our SOS alert system. That same kind of alert can be that same alert can be pushed out again across the facility for fire drills, active shooters, weather, anything of that sort. Now that we've talked about a lot of the basic features of the Walt Smart Radio, I'm going to send it over to Ben, who's going to talk briefly about the mobile app as well as the console side of things, which really pulls together all the data and the information to paint one big picture of your facility. We're also going to show how Weavix ties into different APIs like MaintainX, as well as Matt Ritchie showing off how Weavix ties in with FactBird to keep things moving smoothly at your facility.
If you're a supervisor, a manager, somebody that has a company phone, you can have the same communication to Walt Smart Radios with your phone. So you can download the app. As you see here, I'm logged in as the same user I was on the Walt before, and I have all of my channels here. The conversation I was having with Patricia earlier is all there. I can read those messages. I can go back and reference them. I can also type messages. So I can send type messages just like any other application, or I can actually push to talk directly. Hey Patricia, how are you? So all of the functionality you have in your smart radio is also available on your mobile app, which keeps you connected to the workforce. And also, if you already have a phone, it eliminates the need to carry multiple devices. So if I flip over to our console here, what we'll see is our live look. And this is a live version of our facility with a 2D view that you can see, so it's not just a roof. It'll show all people in their current location in the facility. I can do things like filter by craft. So let's say I'm looking for all my maintenance folks. I can filter real quick. I can see those maintenance folks. I can click on that person. And now I can actually radio that person directly. So if I'm trying to solve a problem in a specific area of the facility, I can instantly get to those people that I need to get to and talk to them. I get some base, activity log and some base time utilization data that we can go into later, but it's a really good tool to figure out what's currently going on in your facility. Another thing that I'll hit really briefly on is our safety alerting system. So if you see here, we have all of these geofenced areas, and those geofenced areas are customizable by the customer, but in the case of an emergency, like a fire, God forbid an active shooter, something like that, you can instantly target people that are currently in those areas to receive an alert and get a receipt of that. So again, we'll do a follow-up video on how we improve safety within the console, but wanted to give a few high-level bullet points of the Weavix console.
Hello, today I'm going to go over an integration we have currently with Weavix and MaintainX. This is just a phase one of an integration that I would like to highlight today. As you can see, I have a Walt screen here that I'm sharing with you on the left side and MaintainX's website here. So I'm going to go into the radio here and I'm going to submit a work order request. I have an issue with sensor 6. I need somebody to come look at it, please. Go ahead and add a picture of the issue if needed. I'm in the main building, line 2. All right, once that form has been submitted inside Weavix, here in a second you will see a pop-up on the left side on MaintainX's website here. Once I go to requests. So as you can see here, it's been put in. I have an issue with sensor 6. That was the very first question. The description here goes over all of those. So you have the question that was asked, what needs to be done, the transcriptions here, and then the actual audio clip is also available for you to listen to. You can also view the photo that was put in, as well as any of the relevant information. From here, you go in and you actually approve the request. You turn it into a work order. Go ahead and create that. Once you assign this work order after you've approved it and everything is put in correctly, we'll go ahead and assign it to myself. And here in just a moment, you will actually see a message pop up on the radio letting me know that I have a new work order assigned to me. So there it is, MaintainX work order assignment. You've been assigned to MaintainX's work order. I have an issue with sensor 6.
So we have the capability here to be able to actually push through downtime alerts utilizing our system here. I know we're all familiar with FactBird. We can actually see real downtime as it occurs. It will send an automatic notification to the device that says, hey, the machine is down, we need to go check on it. I'm going to simulate an alert here just utilizing an on-down signal. What this allows us to do is be able to send the signal to anybody as a part of this channel. I'm going to put my initials in, and I'm just going to put for this example that we're sending another test. and I'll just put it as a red call. I can put anything here, any information that we want to say is going on with the machine, so it should send an alert to the Weavix device.
On Char CH1 production, Factbird said a maintenance call with critical status was initiated 0 minutes ago at Char MC01. Test.
And there it is. So we can communicate any sort of information that way. I think it's going to be an absolutely fantastic tool, especially when we start integrating other systems outside of Factbird. But I think what we're doing now is really going to allow us to improve our efficiency and be able to have those real-time alerts.